Silicon Valley 2016. Tech unicorns dominate headlines while investors scramble to find the next breakthrough innovation. Into this gold rush emerges a gleaming aluminum box promising to revolutionize nutrition through the power of connectivity. This single appliance attracted $120 million in venture funding, boasted technology capable of lifting 2 Tesla cars, and sold for a staggering $699. Yet within 16 months, it would become tech's most infamous punchline when journalists discovered its primary function could be performed with your bare hands. Join me as we dissect one of the most fascinating product failures in tech history, a story that perfectly captures the disconnect between Silicon Valley ambition and consumer reality. Now let's rewind the clock. It's 2013, cold-pressed juice isn't just a beverage, it's a lifestyle statement commanding premium prices at trendy urban storefronts across America. Enter Doug Evans, a health-conscious entrepreneur who had recently sold his organic juice company, Organic Avenue. Evans wasn't content with just selling juice, he had bigger aspirations. Evans saw himself as a visionary, a transformative figure who would do for juice what Steve Jobs did for computing. But unlike most appliance creators, his solution would be spectacularly over-engineered. Evans didn't just want to build another juicer, his aspiration, nothing less than creating the most sophisticated juice extraction system ever conceived. The product that emerged from Evans' vision defied conventional kitchen appliance wisdom in almost every way imaginable. Consider these design choices. First, unlike traditional juicers that accept fresh produce, Juicero would only work with pre-packaged produce pouches containing chopped fruits and vegetables. Second, these pouches featured QR codes that the machine had to scan before operating. Third, the device required constant Wi-Fi connectivity and a companion smartphone app. And perhaps most remarkably, this single-purpose kitchen device launched with an eye-watering $699 price tag, placing it firmly in premium espresso machine territory. This disconnect between consumer expectations and Juicero's offering became immediately apparent. Focus groups reportedly showed confusion about why a mechanical process needed internet connectivity, yet the company pushed forward with its tech-first approach. And here comes our first marketing insight. Transform simple solutions into complex systems to justify premium pricing. Evans' brilliance wasn't technical, it was narrative. He reframed a simple mechanical process, pressing juice, into an elaborate closed-loop ecosystem with data tracking, connectivity, and exclusive consumables. The machine exuded premium quality, machined aluminum body, custom components, sleek minimalist design, clearly inspired by Apple products. Every visual and tactile element suggested cutting-edge innovation. Juice press businesses are reinventing the $12 juice that used to cost $7. I'm gonna reinvent the $5 juice that used to cost $1. Doug Evans in an interview with the New York Times in 2016. What's fascinating here is how thoroughly Evans believed in his vision, describing his press as generating 8,000 pounds of force to create the perfect juice experience. For context, that's roughly 4 times the pressure typically needed to extract juice efficiently. But creating an over-engineered juice press was just phase 1. The truly remarkable achievement was convincing some of Silicon Valley's sharpest minds to invest unprecedented sums in this concept. The funding strategy targeted specific investor profiles with surgical precision. Technology-focused venture capital firms seeking the next big hardware platform, wellness and nutrition investors betting on health trends, food system disruptors looking for supply chain innovation, and investors with FOMO, fear of missing out, on hardware opportunities. Juicero wasn't alone in its hardware hubris. Consider these contemporaries. Coolest Cooler, which raised $13 million on Kickstarter, then collapsed. Pebble Watch, which raised $43 million, and then sold for parts to Fitbit. And finally, Jawbone, which burned through $930 million before shutting down. But Juicero's uniqueness lay in the disconnect between its technological complexity and the simplicity of its core function, extracting juice. This highly targeted approach yielded extraordinary results. By 2016, Juicero had secured $120 million from prestigious firms, including Google Ventures and Kleiner Perkins. Marketing insight number 2. Leverage investor momentum instead of consumer validation. Technology analyst Benedict Evans offers this perspective. Sometimes Silicon Valley executives get wrapped up in a vision of changing the world without asking if the world was asking to be changed in that specific way. This exemplifies the field of dreams approach to hardware. If you build it, with enough venture backing of course, consumers will supposedly come. Now we arrive at the most fascinating aspect of the Juicero phenomenon, how it transformed a fundamentally simple mechanical process into something appearing to require cutting-edge technology. Marketing insight number 3, elaborate complexity can masquerade as innovation. While traditional kitchen appliance makers emphasize simplicity and reliability, Juicero executed a completely different strategy. Consumer psychology research shows that purchase decisions for kitchen appliances typically prioritize ease of use, cleaning simplicity, visible results, and price-to-value ratio. Juicero ignored these basics, betting instead on technology's appeal to override practical considerations. The company claimed its device contained over 400 custom parts, multiple microprocessors, and sophisticated networking capabilities, all supposedly essential to deliver the perfect glass of juice. Consider these technical specifications: custom gearbox generating 8,000 pounds of force, Wi-Fi connectivity chip and QR code scanner, custom design aluminum frame with 10 tons of force capacity, internal sensors monitoring press performance, and online connectivity for produce pack verification and updates. These specifications sound impressive, but raise a critical question: was any of this necessary to create fresh juice? The device is designed to read a QR code on the back of each produce pack it accepts, checking the source against an online database to ensure the contents haven't expired or been recalled. Juicero Press Materials, 2016. By 2016, the perceived technological sophistication had elevated Juicero's valuation to around $270 million, despite fewer than 5,000 units being sold. This represents one of the most effective technological perception campaigns in recent startup history. With significant funding secured, Juicero executed the next phase of its strategy, generating breathless media coverage that treated the device as revolutionary technology rather than an appliance. The company strategically showcased its product primarily to technology publications rather than home goods or culinary outlets. This single decision framed Juicero as the vanguard of connected kitchen technology rather than just another juice extractor. And now Juicero is at its peak, the valuation approximately $270 million, the initial device price $699, produce packs anywhere from $5 to $8 each, their engineering team over 50 specialists, and their marketing position the first connected kitchen appliance. While Juicero captured media attention, its adoption curve lagged dramatically behind successful kitchen innovations like the Instant Pot, which reached 1 million in sales within just 2 years by solving genuine consumer pain points, saving time, and simplifying cooking. Even as consumers hesitated at the exorbitant price point, the technology narrative gave Juicero's approach an air of unstoppable momentum. This illustrates perhaps the most unusual aspect of Juicero's trajectory: how it secured hundreds of millions in funding and extensive media coverage before proving substantial consumer demand. Marketing insight number 4, media positioning can temporarily substitute for product market fit. Former TechCrunch writer M.G. Sigler reflected on this phenomenon. Juicero represents the intersection of both the best and worst aspects of Silicon Valley. Technological ambition applied to an unnecessary problem. April 2017 marked the beginning of Juicero's spectacular unraveling, triggered by a simple experiment conducted by Bloomberg journalists. In a now infamous video, reporters demonstrated that Juicero's proprietary produce packs could be squeezed by hand, yielding nearly identical results to the $700 machine in approximately the same time. The internet's reaction was swift and merciless. Juicero instantly transformed from a symbol of innovation to the embodiment of Silicon Valley excess. Juicero's collapse paralleled other solution in search of a problem products like Keurig Cold, a $370 soda machine shut down after just 10 months, Google Glass, $1,500 smart glasses that faced immediate consumer rejection, HQ by Restoration Hardware, a $7,000 connected shower that solved no real problems, and finally Theranos, though in healthcare it shared Juicero's pattern of over-promising and under-delivering. And here's the final squeeze. April 2017, Bloomberg hand squeezing exposes Juicero. April 2017 as well, price slashed from $699 to $399. May 2017, leadership changes as Evan steps aside. July 2017, staff layoffs commence. And September 2017, the company ceases all operations. The company's response to this controversy only worsened its predicament. Initially, they argued that the machine provided perfectly consistent pressing and peace of mind, a justification consumers found thoroughly unconvincing. Juicero fell victim to what behavioral economists call value perception dissonance, when consumers immediately perceive that a product's actual value significantly trails its asking price, creating cognitive rejection that's almost impossible to overcome. And here comes our final marketing insight. Products that solve imaginary problems create vulnerable companies. Entrepreneur Mark Suster offered this perspective on Juicero's demise. Many hardware startups fail because they build something complex when simplicity would suffice. The moment simplicity can replace complexity, your product becomes vulnerable. Juicero's meteoric rise and catastrophic fall offer invaluable marketing insights for entrepreneurs, investors, and consumers alike. But here's what makes this analysis different. We're going to turn these lessons into actionable business exercises you can use immediately. Number 1. Perception engineering cannot overcome practical reality. Juicero attempted to use technology, design, and connectivity to mask a fundamentally simple mechanical function. Consumers quickly distinguish between actual and perceived value. The reality check exercise. Take your product or service and explain it to a 12-year-old. If you can't explain the core value in simple terms, you might be overcomplicating things. Now write down what would happen if you remove the most expensive feature. Would consumers still buy it? Number 2, investor validation isn't market validation. Despite attracting $120 million from sophisticated investors, Juicero never demonstrated significant consumer demand. The excitement of venture capitalists proved a poor proxy for actual market interests. The customer versus investor test. Create 2 columns. In column 1, list what investors love about your idea. In column 2, list what actual customers have told you they love about your product. If column 2 is mostly empty or filled with assumptions, you have a Juicero problem brewing. Number 3, unnecessary complexity creates vulnerability. By adding Wi-Fi, QR codes, and apps to a simple process, Juicero created multiple points of potential failure. Complexity that doesn't serve core functionality becomes a liability, not an asset. The feature funeral. List every feature of your product. Now imagine you're at a feature funeral. Which features would you be genuinely sad to see go because customers would miss them? Kill the rest. Complexity should solve problems, not create them. Number 4, price should reflect delivered value, not development cost. Juicero's $699 price tag reflected its expensive engineering, but not its practical benefits to users. Consumers evaluate price against the problem being solved, not the solution's complexity. The value equation audit. Write down your price, then write down the exact problem you solve and how much that problem costs your customer if unsolved. If your price is higher than their pain point, you have a problem. Number 5, media framing influences perception but cannot sustain it. Initial technology publication coverage created buzz, but couldn't protect against fundamental product weaknesses. When reality contradicts the narrative collapses. The hype versus reality gap analysis. Compare your marketing claims with what consumers actually experience. If there's a significant gap, you're building a house of cards that will eventually collapse, just like Juicero did. Now here's the aftermath of Juicero. Total investment loss, approximately $118.5 million. Active usage period, less than 18 months. Total units sold, estimated under 7,000. Impact on hardware investing, contributed to the hardware is hard investor caution. And cultural legacy, enduring symbol of Silicon Valley disconnection from reality. The Juicero saga reveals something deeper than just a failed product. It illustrates how thoroughly narrative and perception can temporarily override practical utility in today's interconnected marketplace. Juicero perfectly encapsulates a particular Silicon Valley affliction, the tendency to oversolve problems that either don't exist or could be fixed far more simply. For contrast, consider these successful hardware products that followed opposite principles. Instant Pot simplified complex cooking processes without unnecessary technology. Dyson Vacuum justified premium pricing with visible performance improvements. And Ring Doorbell added connectivity that solved an actual consumer problem. When you encounter a product promising a technological revolution for an everyday task, ask yourself, is this technology essential to solving the problem or merely theatrical complexity designed to justify premium pricing? Sometimes, as Juicero proved, all you really need are your own two hands. Now, if this examination of Juicero's spectacular rise and fall resonates with you, subscribe to the Philosophy of Marketing for more deep dives into fascinating product failures and what they teach us. Leave a comment suggesting which marketing misadventure we should dissect next. And until our next investigation, remember, true innovation solves real problems, not imaginary ones.